Good morning. What one searches where there is no more someone searching, because that's peace. So that one searches is always available just now, here. But you see what happens if this doesn't look the fact of someone. It's because he always expects that it will appear in a certain way, as if that where is no more has to appear in a certain way. It appears in all ways that appear. It has all the qualities, but it is freed from qualities. So it is just here now. You have not to search for it. If you search, it's because you search that it fits one expectation of it you have. So you have to hear this. Give up that idea that it will appear in a certain way, even if when the appearance is silence or bliss or love or all what one makes believe, oh, now I'm quiet, I am myself. They are aspects, qualities of it. Just know it. Then it will radically not make you run after certain ways to appear. And that's a big freedom. It's here. It is here. So, the world of appearance will never know or feel or sense what it is from where it could appear. Never. That's how those sentences are uttered. All is that and nothing is that. Okay. Any clarity about this, any question, don't hesitate to ask. And in the end, the trust will not be enough. It has to be your fact. It has to be, and it's a way to say, because there is not a personal fact, but it has to be a fact. The trust has even to be abandoned. It helped to hear this, maybe, surely. But it's not enough. You will not feel it's over if you keep anything. Because if you keep anything, I is there with all its glory and its pretension. And that's the trouble. The experiences are to explore this infinite creation, this infinite expression of what is. It doesn't touch what is. It comes from what is. So it's at the level of appearance. And the appearance will go on changing up to your last breath.
I wanted to challenge myself and sit here. I keep having these doubts and questioning
About what?
about myself, that I'm not doing or being enough, being devoted enough for the self-realization.
Forget all that. Forget all that. You forget what's about. It's about who you really are. It's not about a person being good or bad. So, forget about that.
I try.
No, if you have the fire to really, it is enough of suffering and troubling and searching and doubting. You will not try, you just give up. Just now.
There's this belief that you know something that I don't know.
All what I know is what I tell you, and you hear it. So, you know everything, as much as I know. All what I know, I tell you.
It's so simple, but it feels
Sorry?
so difficult. It's so simple.
It's so simple. Of course, because it doesn't need anything to be there. It's more than simple. It's just here. Because you see, even a simple mind will not do it. Complicated mind doesn't do it. A simple mind also, because it's not about the appearance of the mind. But of course, he can exclaim suddenly, as a moment of freedom, it's so simple. Sure, it's so simple. But it's just an exclamation. There is nothing more true in this than anything else as an expression. So be freed from all your considerations about yourself, about the person, the seeker, all the qualities you have to acquire and all that. Forget it. That is a different path. As I said, it's a path maybe to sainthood or to somewhere, yogihood or whatever. It's not the path of freedom, because there is no path since you already are it. So all the paths are removed. And the paths are created by our own imagination in the mind. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. So really don't run after peace or a state of joy and all that. Directly stop searching. And then eventually sometimes peace, joy, love will appear and you will be at peace, but you will not try to fix that peace, because the belief that a fixed state is possible is not there anymore. They believe that a certain kind of appearance is more true than another is not there anymore. This is peace. So, wake up, shake yourself, what to do? But I know, you see, if one seeks, it's because he still is so much in love with one concept, one idea, that he doesn't want to let it go. I know it for myself, if I remember the past. It's mad. It's mad. I don't feel it. When I feel I am silent and quiet, it's so much more true. Bullshit! But enough of hallucinations. I say that not because I'm a cynical. I say that because you don't know how much better it is to be freed from anything. So it's up to you. Hi.
Hello. It's quite an intimate question. It's quite an intimate question.
Cannot be more intimate than who am I.
So I turned 40 last year, and I see myself with a deep internal conflict.
Yeah, maybe you put it a bit, I don't know, yeah, somewhere like that.
So I turned 40 last year.
Yeah, no, understand. Yeah,
and I see an internal conflict of wanting to be a mother.
Yeah.
And not having a partner yet.
Yeah. Really, come on.
So I see myself with this conflict of this, the desire, the search for it, and at the same time the reality. And
which reality?
That is not here, it's not present, and you know, everything related to biological clock. And
you speak of what? You speak of what now?
I'm not free from that concept of being a mother. It's creating a lot of conflict inside of me.
Yeah, but if you were freed from it, maybe you suddenly, like the virgin, you get pregnant, who knows? Because if you are really busy with the person, I can understand. But you are in satsang to hear, you have to relativize, you say relativize? Make it relative. All those problems are relative because they are not really into your hands. And if you are obsessed by something, generally it's an hindrance. Instead of let things go as it has to go, and maybe then you would be pregnant, maybe not. But I mean, satsang is not to solve the life, because it is understood that it is not in one's hand. You see? So, if you want to solve that particular things, there are other ways maybe. But the way I can offer you is to see that your obsession is an hindrance. So don't think that you are enslaved and it's impossible to get rid of that. It is absolutely possible to be freed from that just a moment. And offer this moment once in a while to yourself, and you will see. You will be surprised. Do you understand me or not?
Yes.
Okay.
But I sometimes I arrive to that point, but it's only a glimpse.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
only
it comes
glimpse.
back.
Yeah, because you are obsessed, so make it glimpse after glimpse after glimpse, again and again and again, and then one day that also disappears. Because if you have a bone that you chew, then a glimpse you don't bite it, okay, but it's still there, again, until you hear, there was never a bone, why you make this effort? You see? Okay. So, one has to be perseverant, a fighter with oneself, and whatnot, if there is still a search. Otherwise, it has no meaning. Okay.
Thank you.
So anyway, I wish you good luck. So if there is a mind which still speaks and moves, you can come here and express. You don't know how much difference it is to sit in your place with this mind and telling I will not listen, or to come and tell. You don't know the difference. And there is. Don't hesitate. I mean, what is there? I'm not a cannibal.
Let's see. Well, I was just telling myself, in fact, you know, I had to say, okay, let's remove all concept. So whatever thought pops, I was doing something. And then I say, well, but that sucks, because it reinforces the idea there is someone doing something to get
Yes.
somewhere.
Yes.
And I'm stuck with that, because I do not think thought pops. I try to remove them, someone is here. You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah. Someone is always there.
Yeah, and yeah,
Yeah. So it is where this someone is where.
I haven't found yet.
Huh?
I haven't found yet. When I'm
No,
looking
he's
for them.
here.
Yeah, I
That
mean, the
someone
body
is
yeah,
here.
yeah. The body
You
is here.
speak of someone is a body and a mind. Huh?
Okay,
It's
yeah.
that one huh? that
Yeah,
I
sure, but I
see.
mean, when I try to find the mind, I haven't found the mind.
But this is the mind. Huh?
Okay.
You see me, this is the mind. Okay. You and me is the mind.
I agree.
Then what are you searching? To solve that? To make
no.
it no more dual? This will remain dual. Okay, fantastic.
No question
So-
about that. I'm
So
not trying
where
to
is the
change
question? Where is the question?
The question was thoughts pops, and then I stuck on it. And if I try not to stuck on it, then there is an action or an intention.
No, but it disappears by itself. You have not to remove anything. It appears, it disappears. Isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Then it's okay.
But then I follow them.
Oh, then what? For how long?
At the time of the Satsang already, which is too long. I'm not here to follow this thought, right?
It's all about the movie. It's all about the movie. The movie will not change. There will be not somebody, there will be also in the movie, but it is still in the movie. Following thoughts, not following thoughts, giving up. I'm free from thoughts 2 hours and a half. Oh la la, fantastic, what an attainment, and then shit, it came back. And this is the movie. Okay. So, what's about? Satsang is about what? It's just to remind you, listen, the movie will remain a movie. Huh? Just remember that in fact, all this movie is because you are not as an actor, but the real nature of things is just here. And it allows all the movie to appear and disappear. That's all, huh? And it's true. Maybe one has to be reminded again and again. Nothing wrong with that. We gave so much strength and energy to the mind and to the movie that it may come this way, but one day that also goes. Not the movie, I mean the reminder. Yes, very nice.
When you said that it's better to come if the mind is still active, then you try not to
Yes,
listen
why
to
not?
it.
Yes. It's active with what? The search or what?
I don't even know.
Okay, but you agree that the mind is active. Okay, it's active. And sometimes it can be also not active. You remember?
It's been a very long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago, but it's possible. You know also. And that's why you are longing for a non-active mind, because then it's more nice. But it's all about the mind, isn't it? The person with a certain mind. So, why don't you see that the person is not into the picture here? In the picture, sometimes, or most of the time, it's active. Very seldom it's quiet. For now. But it's not about the one I see. Okay.
Can I ask something about giving a moment? Because you always say give a moment to just, and I don't know
Yeah. Okay.
how to do that because
You just did it now,
yeah,
but you are not aware of that. You see, when I spoke to you, you just had a moment.
yes, I know that,
Okay.
but I don't know how.
Nobody knows how, but it's good to hear. If we knew the solution, we say, you do that, have your moment of nothing. But it doesn't work like that. But they appear here and there. Just give value to that. Know that, and then it goes maybe. It is so quick. Doesn't matter. That will do the work. Okay?
So it nothing to do with sitting and not following your
Nothing to do with what?
with sitting and not following your thoughts.
Sitting? Nothing to do with what? Sorry, I didn't hear.
Because how I remember from the past what I was
Yeah?
trying or doing
Yeah.
is that I just try to sit without following any
Okay.
direction, but it's activity.
It's an activity which brings you back to the source of things, to the source of I do something. Okay? In that way, it removes a lot of crowd in the mind.
Yes.
Sure, it has its function. At some point, there is somebody too much, sure, which is the trouble. And that's what maybe you are in conflict with that, because you see now there is still someone too much. So you have nothing to do. Just for a moment, I want to say, have nothing to do with that movie. Here and there.
Thank you very much.
It's okay, you can keep it. It's okay.
I can take them off.
Yeah. Hi.
I've not asked you a question before or sat here, so I felt
Yeah.
to take you up on your invitation because I was.
Speak a bit
Sorry,
louder.
speak a bit clearer.
Thank you.
Something. I have a friend that I go to see periodically, and she's been in Satsang for some years. And then, having gained some space from her personality, she then realized actually what she needed to do was trauma therapy, and which previously hadn't been possible because she was too self-conflicted, I guess. So I think what I wanted to speak about is this variety of spiritual paths and techniques.
Yeah.
And Satsang is one world,
Yeah.
which of course one could say is the ultimate truth. And yet...
It doesn't say the ultimate truth, it says what it is not.
Okay. That's okay. It's just that previously there were two questioners.
Yeah.
And so, for example, for the lady who has this strong desire to have a child, the advice then is to drop that desire, basically. So, which is a practice. Also, Amber was saying the same thing.
It's not a practice. I didn't say to drop the desire. I said to drop the person.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's a difference.
It's a great difference. But usually it's the person trying to drop the person.
Sure.
And yet, in this contradiction, there is this continuous need for some kind of personal effort, and then there's that which is beyond personal effort. And yeah, I just wanted to
tell that.
Yeah.
So, but could you precise your question? That you feel that there is still an effort of someone, and
Well,
what do you
earlier on you referred to, well, there's the path that leads to sainthood, but that's not what Satsang is.
Mm-hmm.
Yet, the path that leads to sainthood often produces teachers that guide everyone out of their suffering. It's just there's not really a question, it's just this dichotomy that continuously exists of dropping everything, and yet also actions and efforts and spiritual practices are needed.
You know, there is a continuous action in a way of removing, which is an action too, till one hears, is there anybody there to do anything? But you see, one often, sometimes cannot take it, cannot hear that. So as long as he doesn't hear that, he will continue some practice, of course, but there is absolutely this possibility of this moment to hear. Listen, it's not about someone doing or not doing anything. Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, certainly in my own case, I practiced for many
Sure.
years, and then something happened that had nothing to do with practice.
Okay, perfect. So,
which was, in a way, the result of all the practices, but again, like you were describing earlier, it had nothing to do with what I thought it would look like.
okay, so honor that. That's great.
Yeah, I suppose my question is really just that is it not appropriate also to recommend other practices and other teachers and other ways and methods?
Of course, but I'm absolutely not able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, of course, everybody does what he can do. And I'm sorry to be arrogant, I'm just good at what I do, the rest not. Yeah.
Ganga, I feel well.
I'm so happy to hear that.
I just thought to say to you that this I never was my story. So I just thought to say it to you.
I hope you are not somebody we saw the story.
Yes. Yes, I hope so. Yeah, I really hope so because yeah.
Somebody we saw the story will float, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and all the family members and everybody is just belonging to that story, which is not belonging to me or something. I just, you know.
I'm very happy you understand yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. When I came to Satsang this morning and we sat and I had all the difficulty I chasing, you know, and solving things and whatever. I think and this is the best. I can just put it on the side, you know, and just sit.
Mm-hmm.
So
You just sit here.
yeah.
You sit and then you chase, and you sit and then you chase. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the sitting is to remind you to keep quiet, no?
Yeah.
Just sitting. Don't think, it's okay.
Okay. Okay. You know, Ganga, when last time I tried to tell you about my personal question or personal life, and you didn't say anything. That was, I really thank you for that.
You see how it works, we never know.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you.
I wonder what to thank because I didn't say anything. Very nice.
Hi. Oh, feels different.
I know.
Okay. you've said a few times, and I've also asked you about this already, about the going for what you want in your life.
Mhm.
And then now in the satsang, with some of what you shared about the bone and whatever you obsess about is a hindrance, like there's some tension there between going for what you want and
What is essential for you? Before you die, what you can accomplish more than one, but let's say one thing. What would be that before you die? And then you say, at least my life was not for nothing. What is it? You don't need to tell me, but I tell it to you. Go for it. And then the rest, go for it too. But first, go for that.
but what if I'm just chewing on a bone?
It's
Chewing
not my
into-
fault if you want to chew a bone.
No, but you're saying like whatever you're obsessed, if I want something,
Yeah.
so there's some obsession there. There's
Yeah,
some
but
energy
then
of
then be
obsession.
obsessed and fulfill that. If it is so obsessive and it becomes the essential thing for you, fulfill that. Come back. You can always come back here, but I mean, come back. You know why in the tradition the young children, they were going to satsang. At some point, the guru said, now you make your life, because they were obsessed with a woman or a man in the bed. Of course, it's totally natural. So they were doing that, and then they were coming back. Now all is a bit in the West, upside down, whatever. We can do both together, but always remember the essential. That's all I have what to say. You understand me now?
I think so.
Okay, great. Okay, great. I said the same. It's the same. I say, go for what will make a meaning to your life if you die. And then, whatever. Yeah? Okay. So don't have now thoughts about that or doubts, or just go for it. Just go for it, and you know exactly what you do, isn't it? So.
Thank you.
Yeah, good.
Um, I think I have a lot of things to say. One thing, which is really important at the moment is that I realize, and I've been realizing it for a long time, is that many of the words that are spoken here,
Yeah.
I do not understand.
Okay.
I don't have the foggiest idea.
But just one moment. And before, when you were going to other satsang, you were understanding?
You mean satsangs of other gurus?
You were understanding?
No, when I was with Osho, I was
Understanding.
most of the time I was sleeping.
So since you woke up, you don't understand. Okay.
Since I woke up, I realized I don't understand. True. Yeah, true. But throughout my life, on moments, I have felt I'm home. This.
Okay.
And when I met you for the first time, also I was very surprised because I thought I was done with gurus, even
Yeah.
though I had only one.
Yeah.
And then after that satsang, I was walking through the city in Amsterdam, and I just realized people were watching me. And then I looked inside and felt there was a very beautiful feeling, and the only conclusion I could draw, that's you, Ganga. So,
But I should disappear.
I know.
Yeah, so continue. Okay.
Yes.
I am there. Okay.
I also like when I'm in this. So this is very tricky to sit here. Well, again, because the language, I don't get the language, but I know it's good to be here. I know it's.
Yeah. But what you don't understand, I think I use a very simple language. What you don't understand, for example, what you don't catch.
What I catch somewhere. It's okay. There is no future. There's no line. There's no.
For somebody
there's
there
no-
is. For somebody there is a future. There is a life. There is a death also in the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a birth.
Yeah.
That is true. It is apparently there. In the appearance, in the reality of this body-mind, it is there. Okay? But in satsang, we try to shake the absoluteness of that in telling, well, who you really are is not to be seen, but it's there. It is.
And I have a hunch.
No, but do you understand that language?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
Then you understand.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Ganga, can I come again?
This subject really speaks to me because when I was in satsang with Muji, I had every satsang the feeling that I was confirming within myself what he spoke of.
Yeah.
And here I feel I cannot confirm anything.
Because there is nobody here.
Thank you very much.
Something you said at the beginning, which was the mind can never know.
Mm.
And so what arose was this so the I am knows the mind. So the mind doesn't know I am, for want of a better word, but the I am knows the mind. And then there was this
He knows the mind not different from himself, yeah.
The mind is not different from himself. Mm.
And the mind will know I am different from himself.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, it's kind of painful. So there's this the fascination. I'm trying to be serious. The fascination with the mind is the wrong kind of, not wrong, but the fascination. It's to completely not be fascinated with the mind, but be fascinated with I am. So then there's an absorption in...
It's a concept, the mind fabricated, conceptualized of what he cannot catch.
Yeah.
So he's very fascinated because finally gets it, you know.
Yeah. Mm. God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like landing in different, what you're saying, just in different, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
For a while, one lands deeper and deeper. It's like, you know, every time I was meeting my master, I was hearing differently. And each time it was, oh, that's it. Levels, depth, but it is in the mind, it has nothing to do with what is.
Yeah, so there's no fascination, there's fascination and
It's gone.
quiet and, yeah, or grace, yeah.
But you see, that experience of I am, if you are still someone searching, it's paradoxically, it's good to keep, otherwise you will jump in so many other carrots. This is a golden carrot. At some point it will make you also your mind quite emptied enough to hear, oh, I had not to search, actually there was never a carrot. I am just prior to carrots. Something like that. Yeah? Something cleared up?
Yeah, because this, for me, it's like this, this utter change of direction. You know, because you always say to me, "Oh, you're focusing on the mind," and
Okay.
and
On the source of the mind.
Yeah,
Okay.
focusing on the source of the mind.
If you want to focus somewhere, it's better, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. Thank you very much.
What is the time? Oh.
I have this I see that for everything to be seen or described, you need to, there's always someone to describe something.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's amazing.
And it's only someone who wants confirmation, isn't it? When the I and you disappear, when the disciple and the guru disappear, it has nothing to do with this confirmation thing. Absolutely, it's part of the movie of a seeker. It will never help. it. Thank you very much.